1970 to 1975. Cambodia was engulfed in the Civil War that ravaged their country. And when Pol Pot and the communist Khmer Rouge took the throne, they enacted very strict gun control and then smashed the out of their own country. Idi Amin of Uganda enacted such strict gun control that if you were caught with a gun, you and the unarmed people with you could all be put to death because one of y'all had a gun. What did he do after that? Smash the out of Uganda. And then, after 8 years of running that he was finally overthrown, fled to Saudi Arabia, where he lived the rest of his days out, never facing that shit he did. No karma for Idi Amin. Nothing happened to him. America has its own history with gun control. They're working on changing the landscape on gun control right now. We even got crazy saying crazy shit like this.
Hell yes, we're gonna take your AR-15, your AK-47. We're not gonna allow it to be used against our fellow Americans anymore.
I bet you they don't. I bet you don't. You gonna take what? You're not taking shit, boy.
Your message, apparent messaging is the real reason they're after you.
What steps would you take to protect yourself from this threat?
I take no steps. I have a rifle. If anybody comes to my house without a good reason, I intend to try and use it, and that's all.
RPM, we on new grounds today. We are in Madison, Wisconsin.
You gotta turn towards the capital,
Yeah,
boy.
right outside the Capitol. Right outside the Capitol in Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm gonna get you doing that too.
Out here, hug an AR owner. We gotta let them know this for everybody, nationwide, coast to coast. This shit is global. It's worldwide. The Wu Bang is not just for Iowa. It's not just for black people. It's not just for me and Cuz. This Wu Bang shit is for everybody, man. Do you understand? That natural responsibility, that natural right that you have to arm yourself and protect yourself, to be your own first responder. That's a natural thing, man. That's a global thing, man. It's not even just an American thing. We don't need the Constitution. People who don't have a Constitution still have all of these unalienable natural rights to say what they want to say, to speak their mind, to not be harmed, to defend themselves. All of these constitutional rights are natural rights, and they belong to everybody, whether they're part of this nation or not. We need to reach out nationally to our American brothers and sisters about this gun shit. But this really is a global thing. It really is. It's a damn shame. We can see where the world goes whenever they enact these gun laws in foreign countries and in our own. And we always see what happens. It happens every single time, man. You can check out different countries, Russia, multiple African countries, Japan. They not with the Wu Bang shit in Japan. The citizens probably are. The Japanese government is not with that Wu Bang shit. You show me a Japanese politician, he would think that I'm a goddamn psycho. That's what he would think. But look, I come out here like this all the time. Me and Cuz be out here all the time, over and over again. You know what we prove when we come out here over and over again? That seeing us like this and us coming out here like this does not equal danger, because nothing has ever happened. So you can not like the sight of us. You can have your own political opinions about these things. It's natural fact. And the natural fact is we are bees with stingers. Plain and simple. You have a natural right and responsibility to protect yourself. You should probably man up and pay close attention to that. Because while you're trying to virtue signal to yourself and to other people that you don't need a gun, you don't need a 30 round magazine, the whole time you talking all that shit, there's some place where men are adjusting their diet, working out harder than they ever worked out before, extensive training on firearms use and technique and all of that shit. There's somebody out there trying to be a badass dude with a gun while you sitting back playing like a punk, talking about you don't need a 30 round magazine, you're a real man, we should just give these up, and somehow it's my fault what somebody did in a school in Florida, or I got something to do with the Colorado thing in the 90s. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. What I don't do with my gun is not my problem, because if it is, what every cop does is the problem of every fucking police officer. Whatever white people have done to black people, still some of them doing it today, and what they did in the past, that's every white person problem. And we gonna do that to this gun shit. We doing it to everybody about everything, bro. Or you're not gonna be able to talk to me. We're not going for that punk ass fugazi blanket blaming everybody for gun violence. It doesn't make any sense. You wouldn't allow us to do that when it affected you, to make you look like something you're not. So you're not finna be able to do that shit to me. I've never done anything to anybody, and I have a natural right and a constitutional right to respond this way to the danger that everybody thinks that they see. Everybody think they see danger. This is my response. We the last beacon of hope. There's some of y'all out there that's on the fence. I'm telling you, jump to this side of the fence, man. You playing with your life. You're supposed to have a gun. You're supposed to be your own first responder. It's not that hard to figure out. I'm not asking too much of it. If somebody wants to hurt you or your family, that looks like that's your fight. What can you do as a man to keep somebody from hurting you or your family? Because you can kumbaya all of these soft American men who want a virtue signal about the gun thing, and it's about the children. This is about my children. My kids kind of want me to be like this. It makes them feel better. They are more comfortable. They are better protected this way. I'm gonna do no service to my kids by giving them my gun about something that somebody else did. You're not finna play that mind game with me, and I think I'm offended actually that you guys even try that. I'm offended that you even play that way, to try to play on my emotions like you can blame me for something that I didn't do. You can't do that. We don't do that to anybody else about anything else. We're not gonna do about this gun shit. And we need to start calling people out on that specifically, and then giving them the shame that they deserve from having these kind of perspectives about some shit that naturally they shouldn't even be talking about. I don't even know why we even talk about this gun shit to everybody. It ain't just natural, a natural understanding. Come on, man. We bees with stingers, bro. Why the f is the topic of discussion why I got a stinger? Or why I got this stinger? Why not that one? Ain't the other one good enough? Get the f out of here, man. Come on, man. We're not finna do that. And we need to call them out on that. We need to give them the shame on you. Like they give us, give it to them for being so easily manipulated into feeling like a man who does this in response to danger is dangerous. I'm dangerous to the people who are dangerous. I'm not dangerous to innocent people. I've never hurt nobody a day in my motherfucking life. I ain't never been like that. I want to be unbothered in my journey in life, to ponder my own existence. That's all I want to do, bro. I want to be left alone so I can do that. I see my kids in everybody. The way I feel about them is the way somebody feel about you. You is somebody's baby. I'm not going to hurt you. Why would I do that shit? I'm not going to with that energy. I would never do that. Unless you don't give a about none of that sweet shit I just said. As soon as you don't care, I don't care either, bro. It's a give and take. You're going to get from me what you give. What you give to me is what I'm going to get to you. As soon as you out here to give a hug, or to say what's up, or to be friendly, or even to disagree, that's cool and fine. What someone cannot do is to threaten me physically like I won't meet the challenge. That's all I'm saying. And everybody should expect that from other men, and every man deserves to stand in that position as long as he's also coming with love and compassion for his fellow human being. This is not too much to ask for. It's not that hard to figure out, and we shouldn't have to beg y'all. Too many people on the fence right now. Too much of it.
No, I don't worry. I tell you, I'm a man who believes that I died 20 years ago. And I live like a man who is dead already. I have no fear whatsoever of anybody or anything.